Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now, Special Edition.
Thanks for being with us here on a chilly Saturday night. I'm Jordan Smith. We'll begin this special edition of 4 News Now with a look at this brutal cold snap that's about to clamp down on the inland Northwest. Meteorologist Matt Gray is here. Single-digit temperatures on the way this week, Matt.
Yeah, that's right. We've been flirting with that Arctic air for multiple weeks now, and it is headed our direction. Now, we have certainly talked about single-digit temperatures plenty of times so far, especially over the last few weeks. In fact, it's going to be pretty cold tonight, down to the single digits in places like Colville, Omak. We'll see sub-zero temperatures again in Winthrop with some clearing skies now that the snow that fell across the region today is moving out of our area. Otherwise, though, pretty much in line with what we have seen around here lately. Temperatures in the teens. Now, coming up over the next few days, big changes coming in as that Arctic air that's been just on the edge of our area at times is now going to fully push its way into the inland Northwest. So by Monday, we're already in the Spokane area down close to single-digit temperatures, and then the bottom drops out on Tuesday. Tuesday and Wednesday are going to be likely the coldest days of this winter season, and then a slow, gradual warm-up, but still well below our average in this white line here all the way into next weekend. So some pretty nasty stuff when it comes to the cold. Plus, we're going to have winds increasing, bringing in that cold air. So then we're going to have wind chill to worry about, especially Monday night and Tuesday. And so for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we need to bundle up. We've gone ahead and made those weather alert days. So that is the start of your week. Definitely not pleasant. Tomorrow, actually looking pretty decent. Maybe a good time to maybe make a few last-minute preparations before that chilly air comes in.
Yeah. Some brutal mornings ahead, Matt. Thanks for that. Well, 2 of the top women's teams in the WCC went head-to-head this afternoon inside McCarthy Athletic Center.
And like we imagined this was going to happen, Jordan, a nail-biter, even heading into overtime before the Zags pulled off the win against the Cougs. Jack Wallace joins us from the kennel with more from that game.
11 times in a row. That sign right there, Zags win, well, it's been pretty accurate. They have been phenomenal over and over again tonight, beating Washington State 73-69 in overtime in one heck of a game, especially down the stretch in the fourth quarter and overtime, where both Bree Sallenbein took over in her career game and Yvonne Ejim putting up a fantastic performance, 17 rebounds, fantastic from her. And head coach Lisa Fortier spoke with us post-game on how great these players were and also how important this rivalry is with Washington State.
They believe in the system. They calm us down. They're not seeking. None of those guys are actually, like, we're trying to go to them sometimes, but none of them are seeking their own anything. You know, they're trying to do whatever's best for the team. Well, it's Washington State. You know, like, that will be, you know, for the foreseeable future, a huge game for us, and we want to build the habits that we have and have it look the same all games. It shouldn't matter who the opponent is, or it shouldn't matter on those things, but it was a big time game, and we needed a big time effort. And I thought at different times we were a little bit low energy, and so we were trying to just manufacture energy.
The Zags outscored the Cougs 21-2 in second chance points. Phenomenal night on the rebounds, especially on the offensive side. And they're going to see how that can match up against Oregon State, their next game on the road. And boy, is that a tough one, because the Beavers were the last team to beat the Zags. So we'll see if history repeats itself or Gonzaga can get win number 12 in a row. Reporting in the kennel, Jack Wallace, 4 News Now Sports.
Thanks, Jack. And the Gonzaga men's team was down in California tonight. Here is the play of the night for more reasons than one. First off, great pressure from the Zags defense to get that steal from the Tigers. Ball gets in the hands of Ryan Nembhard. Textbook assist for that Caliph Battle dunk. And with this one, Nembhard broke the single season assist record. He now has 245 just this season, and a few regular season games left as well, too. 7 assists on the night. Braden Huff was the Zags' leading scorer with 17 points. Caliph Battle, Graham Ike, Ben Gregg, and Nolan Hickman also scored in the double figures. Final score from Stockton, 78-61.
This is his 3rd stop.
The Washington State Cougs have been on a bad losing streak, so they were looking to get back on track against Pepperdine. The Cougars were down 1 point with 25 seconds left. They've been living on the edge lately. Here are those final moments. Calmise getting downhill, quick release to Isaiah Watts, misses that 3-point shot. Pepperdine gets the rebound. All they had to do was hold on to it, but Dane Erikstrup fights for that possession. It's a jump ball, and Cougs get it back. Lawan Watts is going to get the inbounded pass here, and he gets the bucket. But now the Cougs leave 11 seconds on the clock for the Waves. Looks like they're trying to go for the three-point shot here, but defense wins games. Never forget that. Ethan Price with that game-winning swat to help the Cougs get the win.
Just really happy we walked away with a win. You know, our guys did a great job those last 6-7 minutes of coming together, playing tough, obviously, and made some momentum plays. But just the togetherness that we had, I think, is what we need to carry us through the rest of this season.
Hey, the final score of that game, 87-86. I also sat down with Gonzaga forward Yvonne Ejim, who continues to break records and write history for the women's basketball program. That story is coming up a little bit later in sports. Jordan?
All right, we're looking forward to it, Sydney. Thank you for that. The Red Cross is helping 2 people who were displaced when multiple RVs caught fire last week. According to the Spokane Fire Department, 2 RVs in the backyard of a property on East Rich Avenue were fully engulfed in flames, with the fire threatening nearby homes. Firefighters put out the fire before it could spread to the house. Everyone inside the RVs evacuated safely. And you're looking at what's left of the RVs, which were being used as permanent homes. Investigators say the fire was most likely caused by either a wood stove or extension cords that supplied electricity to the RVs. And as temperatures continue to drop this week, your space heater may be working overtime. So to keep your home warm and safe, the National Fire Protection Association wants to refresh you on some important safety tips. Space heaters, they need space around them. It's in the name. So move nearby furniture to a safe distance. Never leave a space heater unattended. Make sure to unplug before you leave your home, and never use electric heaters around flammable liquids or gases or anything like that. And be sure not to plug a space heater into a power strip, just directly into a wall outlet. In North Idaho news, tensions rising in Post Falls over a proposed marina expansion, and it looks like the debate might be nearing an end. Yesterday, a hearing officer recommended moving forward with the project, but community members aren't backing down just yet. Alexandra Cohen-Yarch breaks down what the controversy is all about and what this expansion could look like.
The proposed expansion plans to add more boat slips and make some key upgrades to this marina in Post Falls. Those who support it say it's needed to reinvigorate the area. Those who oppose it say it could ruin it. A fiery room of community members gathered at the Post Falls Library this afternoon, brainstorming and planning how to stop the expansion of Marina 33 in Post Falls, which got the green light from a hearing examiner's recommendation order yesterday.
I was extremely disappointed because I really did expect to win. I really did. I thought we have so many more points that favor the people of this area in Kootenai County.
The proposal to expand Marina 33 at the Red Line Hotel was submitted last year. It includes 127 new boat slips, a new ship store, and several other updates. Cheryl and Scott Schofield are part of the group of concerned community members leading a legal fight against this expansion, which they believe could jeopardize
recreation, aesthetics, the environment, safety. They're willing to put all of that aside for profit.
But the plan does have some community support, including Post Falls Mayor Ronald Jacobson. In a statement to the Department of Lands, he said these improvements will benefit the residents of Post Falls by increasing public access to the river, which is part of what makes living in North Idaho so desirable. Still, the people fighting against this expansion believe the locals in North Idaho will get the least benefit from these changes.
It kind of makes me feel like the investors are definitely not really thinking of the people of Idaho and the people who like to launch at the public sites, use the river, things like that. It's about money.
The final order for this case is due on February 14th. Reporting from Post Falls, Alexandra Cohen-Yarch, 4 News Now.
All right, it's no secret the eggs are expensive right now, and these increased prices have some people considering buying their own coop. Coming up, hear from one chicken owner who says that the price of raising chickens isn't all it's cracked up to be.
The question is on the cause. Still too early?
And officials still searching for answers for what caused a small plane in Alaska to go down. What wreckage they've recovered when we come back.
And the 4 things to know about your weather. Really, it is all about the frigid temperatures, likely going to be the coldest of this entire winter coming up over the next few days. We'll dig into the details coming up after this.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
Mustard Monday is coming to the Mustard Seed. Ask for spicy caramel ginger chicken and get one free.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Are you a daredevil who drives on empty to see if you can make it? At Numerica, you'll find money answers for you and only you. Learn more at numericacu.com.
Marcus T asks, I'm a competitive gamer. With Xfinity, can I get fast internet with less lag?
We hear you, Marcus, because we're gamers too.
That's why we designed Xfinity Internet with faster upload and download speeds, increased bandwidth, and ultra-low lag, so you can secure the win.
Too bad I still beat you yesterday.
Man, you won by like 1 point.
I often give to charity. Don't let it go to your head.
Get fast, reliable Xfinity Gig Internet for just $25 a month when you add unlimited mobile. Plus, get your choice of a free 5G phone. Switch today.
Shopping online for a Purple mattress? We get it. With Purple's unique Gel Flex grid and multiple foam layers, you'll experience effortless sleep that's motion adaptive, temperature balanced, pressure relieving, and ultra supportive. But which Purple mattress is right for you? Come to Denver Mattress and test for yourself. And during Purple's President's Day event, save up to $900 on select mattress and adjustable base bundles. Shop Purple at Denver Mattress, the easiest way to find your perfect Purple.
Traveling is so exciting that you'll need to be prepared.
New ID requirements for travel go into effect on May 7th, 2025.
There are multiple forms of ID you can use.
Whatever option you choose, make sure you have it with you before heading to the airport.
That way, you can travel stress-free.
Don't wait. Prepare today so you can relax and enjoy your flight.
It's your final boarding call for a real ID.
I'm a real wild one.
Life is wild. There's work to be done, adventure around every corner, and a truck that handles it all. The new 2024 Ford F-150 Wild Edition. It's rugged, loaded with tech, and built to go wild. Get a wild deal on an F-150 today. Lease a 24 F-150 SGX 4x4 Wild Edition for just $399 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Ford dealer.
On Friday, U.S. Coast Guard and Air Force landed at the Nome Airport after their search efforts for a small plane that went missing on its way to Alaska. An aircraft matching the description of that small commuter plane was found on Friday. There were 10 people on board. None survived. This crash, one of the deadliest in the state in the last 25 years. Here's ABC's Jacqueline Lee tonight with the details.
The Coast Guard releasing this photo showing the mangled wreckage of a small commuter plane that vanished over open water in Alaska. The Bering airplane took off from Unalakleet shortly after 2:30 p.m. Thursday on its way to the Nome Airport. Unalakleet is a small community about 150 miles southeast of Nome on the Iditarod Trail, where the famous sled dog race takes place. About 40 minutes into the flight, the plane disappearing from radar. Air traffic control radioing the plane.
Low altitude alert, Bering Air 445. Check your altitude immediately.
Moments later.
Bering Air 445, Anchorage Center, radar contact lost.
This aircraft experienced some kind of event which caused them to experience a rapid loss in elevation and a rapid loss in speed.
Rescuers were searching the aircraft's last known location by helicopter when they spotted the wreckage. The pilot and all 9 passengers killed.
Sadly, there does not appear to be any survivors. On behalf of my fellow Nomites, I extend our collective condolences and support to the families and loved ones of the passengers and pilot.
Authorities now quickly working to recover their bodies before high winds and heavy snow moves into the area. Among the victims, Roan Baumgartner and Cameron Hardvixen. The Alaska Native Tribal Health Consortium confirms they were employees of the organization and had traveled to Unalakleet to service the community's water plant. The NTSB is on the scene investigating this third major aviation incident in just over a week. On January 29th, 67 people were killed when an American Airlines Airlines flight collided with an Army Black Hawk helicopter in Washington, D.C. And 2 days later, a medical transport jet crashed into a Philadelphia neighborhood, killing 6 people on the plane and 1 on the ground. Jacqueline Lee, ABC News, Los Angeles.
All major pieces of wreckage from that mid-air collision near Reagan National Airport have now been recovered. Workers first removed the victims from the crash scene and have spent about a week clearing the debris from the Potomac River. The NTSB is storing the wreckage at an airport facility so investigators can try to determine what caused the collision. Well, she's the new all-time leading scorer in Gonzaga women's basketball history. Coming up, Yvonne Ejim sits down with our Sydney Berger to talk about her successful career at Gonzaga and why she wouldn't be where she is, rather, without her teammates. And a Massachusetts man has a pig to thank for his new kidney. More on this groundbreaking surgery coming up here after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
If you like options, you'll love my $5 all-day big deal meal. Choose from 4 delicious entrees and 5 tasty sides with a drink. Oh, and nobody else includes breakfast items all day. Just this guy. At Jack, every bite's a big deal.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
The itch and rash of moderate to severe eczema disrupts my skin night and day. Despite treatment, it's still not under control. But now I have Rinvoq. Rinvoq is a once-daily pill that reduces the itch and helps clear the rash of eczema fast. Some taking Rinvoq felt significant itch relief as early as 2 days, and some achieved dramatic skin clearance as early as 2 weeks. Many saw clear or almost clear skin.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin, serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events: infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Disrupt the itch and rash of eczema. Talk to your dermatologist about Rinvoq.
Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
If you're at home right now and you're suffering from burning, tingling, or numb feet, you need to pay special attention to this next segment as we discuss neuropathy.
What is neuropathy?
Peripheral neuropathy is actually nerve damage to the feet and the legs primarily.
And what are the symptoms?
The major symptoms we see are numbness, burning, muscle cramps, problems with your balance.
Is neuropathy treatable?
It is absolutely treatable, and we can get some great results.
If you're experiencing burning, tingling, numbness, coldness in your feet or hands, or having balance issues, call today for your nerve damage screening. Your nerve damage screening will tell you if you're at risk for serious complications and if you're a candidate for our innovative treatment program. Don't wait until your symptoms are so severe there is nothing that can be done. End-stage neuropathy leaves people confined to walkers, wheelchairs, and even amputations. The first 25 callers will receive a free nerve damage screening. Act now and call to schedule your nerve damage screening. First 25 callers receive this screening for free.
Tough loss, Coach. Any words?
They just played a much better game.
Did you say munch?
Sounds like someone's craving my new crispy boneless wings.
Jack, what did you think of today's loss?
Embarrassing. Try my new crispy boneless wings and so much more.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Mysticquoi Casino Hotel, home of jackpots, food, and fun.
Welcome back. Some may be tempted to raise chickens to supply their own eggs at home, but that's easier said than done. Wisconsin resident Jennifer Limbaugh started raising chickens 6 years ago so she could locally source her own eggs. And while she says there are many benefits like healthier eggs, the endeavor comes with a lot of responsibility and still a pretty high price tag.
It makes us happy knowing that our girls are really well taken care of, but I can't say that we're saving money by having chickens and feeding them ourselves.
The Wisconsin Farmers Union says a chicken coop can run several hundreds of dollars. And there's also additional costs like feeding the chickens and purchasing warming equipment. It also takes 5 to 6 months before chicks can even lay eggs. Well, meteorologist Matt Grace here now with a look at this week's forecast. Matt, what can we expect coming up here?
Well, we know that we expect more.
Well said.
Expect more here at 4 News Now.
I've been looking forward to this.
We want to give you an excellent forecast, and I knew this was coming, so I wanted to make sure that we got all the puns in. And now we can go on with the rest of the newscast. Live cameras right now. We did see some snow earlier in Lewiston, and you could see the effects of the snow throughout the day today on the top of the hill here on Highway 95. Thankfully, it looks like things have started to calm down a little bit. Definitely going to be some slick spots around the Palouse after all the snow today. And we've seen skies starting to clear out a little bit around Spokane as temperatures drop tonight. Some of that snow that kind of melted and a little bit might refreeze into ice. So especially on those side roads, just be careful. It's going to be a little bit slippery out there. Pretty quiet now on live Doppler radar right around the Grand Coulee and Banks Lake. We've got one little snow shower. We've also keeping an eye on just a couple little flurries here around the Camas Prairie. But for the most part, the snow that was dumping on us earlier today, it is long gone. And that is our last notable snowfall here that we're going to have for a little while. Tomorrow actually should be a pretty pleasant day. We'll even see some sunshine from time to time. Temperatures will be in the upper 20s. Probably a good idea to maybe, if you're like me and you got a couple of spare space heaters that don't get used for most of the year, might be a good time to maybe figure out where to place those as we head later into the week. Let's talk about this Arctic air. So as we get into your Sunday and Monday, this is Monday morning. And what we're going to have is that Arctic air right on the edge of us. Notice the wind is here and those white lines here representing the flow of the winds out of the north, out of the east, right where all that Arctic air is set up. And so we're just going to see windy conditions from Bonners Ferry down to the Rafton Prairie and across Spokane and down the Okanagan and across the Waterville Plateau. So both of those areas will likely have issues with wind chill as we head into Monday night and those temperatures really start to cool off. Everywhere that's colored here in these kind of pink purple colors is everywhere that's going to be below 10 degrees on Tuesday morning. And as you can see by how dark some of these colors are in North Idaho, there's going to be some places that are well below 10 degrees as we get our day started on Tuesday. Plus, those winds still coming to the south pretty good, and that means that wind chill is also going to be a problem on Tuesday. So that kind of combination likely means that Tuesday morning is probably going to be and feel like the most difficult to deal with, even if temperatures may end up slightly cooler on Wednesday morning. Here is Thursday. Notice how the wind direction has changed. That pushes the Arctic air away from us for the back end of the week. I mentioned wind chill. Could be an issue as early as Monday morning as those winds begin to kick up here, where our temperatures in the teens and 20s, similar to what we've seen recently, but you'll have to dress for temperatures like the single digits and only going to feel like it's in the teens in the afternoon with that wind chill factor baked in. Here are your lows for Monday night. So we're down to 10 degrees in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. That would be the coolest we've seen this year. And then, well, let's take a look at Tuesday. 3 above in Spokane, 1 above in Coeur d'Alene. A lot of zeros on the map, and yes, even some sub-zero in places like Colville, Bonners Ferry, and some of the other surrounding communities. So this is going to be a tough couple of nights here. Definitely make sure you've got all your plans here to stay warm. Weather alert days continue through Wednesday. The warm-up starts Thursday, but with that warm-up comes a chance for snow, which means maybe driving to that dinner on Valentine's Day could be a little slippery, Jordan.
Yeah, definitely give yourself some extra time to make those reservations. Matt, thanks for that. A barnyard animal may end up extending the life of a chronically ill man. Massachusetts General Hospital says the pig kidney transplant into 66-year-old Tim Andrews was a success. Reporter David Binick brings us more from Massachusetts.
Oh, it's nice. Tim Andrews recently walked out of Mass General Hospital after becoming only the 4th person to receive a kidney from a pig. In a video released by the hospital, Andrews said the transplant has given him hope.
I'm not super religious, but I have been praying day and night to get this.
With his own kidneys no longer working, the 66-year-old from New Hampshire had been on dialysis for 2 years. During a 2.5-hour procedure, doctors at Mass General transplanted a kidney from a pig similar to this one that had been genetically modified to make it more compatible with humans and less likely to transmit pig viruses.
So viruses that are inside the DNA of the pig that could potentially transmit an infection to humans have been neutralized.
Of the 3 people who have received pig kidneys over the past year, 1 is still alive and so far has survived 2.5 months. Recently, the federal government agreed to expand the number of test patients by approving 2 clinical trials.
I think we've reached the point now where we have enough data from the monkeys that says, hey, we have a chance to help these patients. FDA understands the unmet need, understands stories like Tim's, and are willing to allow us to try.
Some bioethicists have concerns about animal-to-people transplants. For example, they say, unlike human organ donors, the companies that grow pig kidneys will eventually want to be paid.
They're not doing this so that they can give organs away at the end of the day. But no one's really talking about how much it's going to cost to buy an organ.
Just a crazy story on the East Coast there tonight. In New Orleans, TSA is adding extra airport staff for travel safety after the Super Bowl. We'll show you how all this extra security will impact passengers' wait times coming up after the break. And a federal judge blocks President Trump's orders on DOGE and USAID. The latest on the Trump administration when we come back here tonight.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It's the President's Day Super Sale at Furniture Row. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out special purchases while they last, or score 60 months no interest. The President's Day Super Sale on now at Furniture Row.
The future's uncertain, but you're more likely to get a high-paying gig if you're armed with college or career training after high school. WA Grant makes that education affordable or even free. See if you qualify at wagrant.org.
Looking for a new ride? The George Gee Kia team has been helping people find theirs since 1983. George Gee is built on exceeding your expectations, always offering you the lowest price and treating you like family. That's right. We are locally owned and operated, and we're here to make sure your experience is exceptional. Come meet our team at George Gee Kia Spokane. You will see the difference. Come see us off I-90 in Liberty Lake or shop SpokaneKia.com.
Rising egg prices doing to your breakfast, from your favorite local diner to grocery store shelves. See the impact a national egg shortage is having here at home. Monday, only on Good Morning Northwest.
Not the best sound to start your day with, is it? Your next decision should be to call Precision. Our professionally trained technicians are here to provide you with award-winning service every time. Our trucks are rolling warehouses, so we can get you back up and running fast. Need a new door? We do that too. And right now, get a new garage door, Wi-Fi opener, and remote combo installed for as low as $34 per month and up to $500 in cashback savings. Call or book online today.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Welcome to the card for Zags fans who dream big. Get your exclusive Gonzaga debit card from Numerica today.
It's the President's Day Super Sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out the Colorado Twin for only $149.99, or get 60 months no interest and free shipping. The President's Day Super Sale, only at Denver Mattress.
4 News Now is brought to you by Fairway Floor.
Welcome back. Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency team has been temporarily blocked from accessing a critical Treasury Department payment system that distributes Americans' tax returns, Social Security benefits, disability payments, and federal employees' salaries. Additionally, the president's plans, led by Musk, to place thousands of USAID workers on leave has also been put on hold. Here's ABC's Perry Russum with the details.
A federal judge in New York granting a temporary restraining order to 19 states, suing over Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency's access to highly sensitive taxpayer records. The judge ruling the states would face irreparable harm without injunctive relief because of both the possible disclosure of confidential information and the heightened risk that the systems in question will be more vulnerable than before to hacking. New York's Attorney General Letitia James posting on X, "We want a court order blocking Elon Musk, the world's richest man, from accessing Americans' private data." On Friday, a different federal judge blocking the Trump administration's plan to put thousands of USAID workers on leave. It effectively pauses the ability to cut the federal relief agency. USAID provides food to 32 million malnourished children and funds projects to fight epidemics. Across the country, growing protests over Musk's expanding role in the government. President Trump says he wants Musk to go even further, slashing spending at the Department of Education and the Pentagon.
I'll tell him to go here, go there. He does it. He's got a very capable group of people.
It raises concerns about potential conflicts of interest. Companies owned by Musk have billions of dollars in contracts with the military. Meanwhile, Trump has announced he has revoked former President Biden's ability to have daily intelligence briefings. It's a courtesy given to former presidents. Biden did that to Trump after the January 6th riot. Perry Russom, ABC News, Washington.
President Trump signed an executive order barring transgender athletes from women's sports Wednesday.
From now on, women's sports will be only for women.
This executive order will instruct the Department of Justice to use Title IX enforcement lawsuits against any educational institutions that allow trans women and girls to take part in sports. Leaders in Washington are reaffirming their commitment to transgender people in response to this executive order. In a statement, State Superintendent Chris Reichdahl said the president's order directly contradicts state law, including the Washington law against discrimination and laws prohibiting discrimination in public schools. Attorney General Nick Brown says his office is considering legal action.
We will look closely at that. We will work in collaboration with our other states to see if it's appropriate for Washington state to take action. Again, there may be some things that he does that I don't like that are legal, and we'll just make that analysis as we go.
Representative Mike Volz of Spokane Republican is using the order to highlight his Defending Equity in Interscholastic Sports Act.
It's not some sort of, anti-trans or attack against the trans community. They have rights like everybody else. I just think the women's space should be protected and safeguarded.
Earlier this week, state Democrats and other leaders reaffirmed their commitment to protecting trans youth. Democrats say Washington has some of the strongest protections for transgender people as a result of legislation from the president's first term. When we come back here tonight in sports, one of the best basketball players to wear the Zags logo talks about why Gonzaga was the best place to start and finish her career. That's coming up in sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
A disturbing trend in Washington.
Child fatalities and the near fatalities have skyrocketed.
Is a state law meant to protect children actually putting them in grave danger? Watch my investigation Wednesday only on 4 News Now.
Individuals, couples, and families. You could get a refund of up to $1,290 back on taxes paid last year, as well as refunds for 2023 and 2022. Learn more at workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
Hi, I'm Ken, and I'm a lawyer.
I'm Donnie, and I'm not, but I am an advocate.
So am I.
I'm an advocate.
I'm an advocate.
I'm an advocate.
Seriously injured? You deserve justice. You deserve an advocate.
That's us.
All of us.
Did you know using the Grocery Outlet app gives you the opportunity to win groceries for life? Imagine never paying for groceries again.
Well, what if I can't decide? Avocados or tomatoes?
Why choose? At Grocery Outlet, you can afford both. And not just the basics. With Grocery Outlet, you'll find all your favorite brands included, including gluten-free pasta and my favorite cookies. Everything's included.
So burgers and steaks for life?
You've got to win first.
Still worth it.
Now that's bargain bliss.
Grocery Outlet Bargain Market.
Want to instantly look more attractive and years younger? The solution is whiter teeth. But you love coffee and tea, maybe even wine or smoking, and all of them stain your teeth and make them yellow. It's time you discovered Power Swabs, the fast 5-minute revolutionary treatment.
The first time I tried it, I was so surprised. My husband was so excited that he wanted to run out and get it. He said, "What have you been trying?" I said, "Well, I've tried this product called Power Swab." And he said, "I can't believe how white your teeth are." From that point on, I've been sold.
Power Swabs are guaranteed to whiten your teeth up to 2 shades after the first application. After 5-minute daily treatments for the next week, your teeth will be an average of 6 shades whiter. Power Swabs will whiten natural teeth and remove stains from veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns.
This is a Power Swab smile. This is a Power Swab smile.
Call, go online, or scan the code on your screen right now to receive 50% off this Valentine's Day. You'll also receive the Power Swab Stain Out Quick Stick, absolutely free. And in addition, you will get free shipping.
We're on with what's new this morning.
What's happening now?
And what's next for you?
Get what's new now
And next at 5 and 6 a.m.
Right here.
Right here at 7A.
Because we're on all morning long. Good Morning Northwest and GMA.
Live from downtown Spokane. This is 4 News Now, Special Edition.
If you've been able to catch a Gonzaga women's game this season, you've been able to witness history in the making. One of the best basketball players the university has seen is in her final year as a Gonzaga Bulldog. Sydney Berger is back in studio with how Yvonne Ejim is creating her legacy right before our eyes.
Jordan, I had to whip out the Photoshop skills a little bit for this one because Yvonne Ejim is officially Gonzaga royalty. She's now the program's all-time leading scorer and is continuing to write history with every point. But Ejim's coaches and teammates would tell you she's the type of player to put the crown on everyone else but herself.
Doing what I've done here at Gonzaga, I don't think I would have ever imagined that.
Yvonne Ejim is in the process of cementing herself as one of the best players to ever wear the Zags logo. Imagine being so good at what you do, you can't even remember all the awards you've won.
I think my freshman year, I was like freshman team, second year, 6th woman, first team, all conference. No, second team. Then the next year, first team all conference. That was my junior year. A player of the year, defensive player of the year. First team all conference. Do I need to name the preseason ones too?
No, it's okay.
Okay, thanks. Becky Hammond, player of the year. Yeah, can't forget that one.
And she's not struggling because there's too many. It's because Ejim thinks about herself last. If you've met her or even just watched her play, you know she's thinking about the program and her team first.
I can trust them and not be so selfish to always want to score or like, I need to score. It's like, no, I don't. Like, I don't even care who's in the corner. They're in the corner. Like, I've got my teammate there, so I have their back. They have my back.
Ejim broke the record for most points scored in program history, and she didn't see it as a personal goal.
To literally say that, like, a lot of my points have come from my team and my coaches, like, setting me up for success, it has.
Ejim's legacy will be remembered by everyone who watched her play in the kennel, and maybe even longer after that. Have you thought about the possibility of you coming back here because your name is going to be up in one of these rafters?
People have been talking about it. Honestly, I just wait till it happens because there's no point in being like, oh, I hope, because, like, you know, nothing's really certain. But if that were to happen, yeah, I'd be like crying and like dying inside at the same time. I'd be like, oh my gosh. Thinking about it just makes me smile because I love this school so much. So to be able to be honored in that way by the school that I love so much and by the school that I've put in so much work into, to me, it's like a phenomenal feat.
Sydney Berger, 4 News Now Sports.
Well, she is just a special player. A great story by our Sydney Berger. Well, it's about to get very cold this coming week in the Inland Northwest. Meteorologist Matt Gray is back with what you need to know. Bundling up seems to be key, Matt.
Yeah, just a little bit. All right, we've got 3 weather alert days this coming week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, as we adjust to the bitter cold. And even though, actually, Monday, not going to be all that much colder than what we've seen recently, but the wind chill as that Arctic air comes in for the bitter chill on Tuesday and Wednesday, well, folks, that is going to be a problem. So, oh boy. Here's the next 4 days. Yeah, a little bit cooler tonight. Monday down to about 10 degrees in Spokane, and then the bottom drops out here for Tuesday and for Wednesday. And there are going to be plenty of places in the North Idaho Panhandle and in northeastern Washington, north of I-90, that have a shot at seeing sub-zero lows for the middle of this week. So it is going to be cold. That white line up here, that's our average for this point in the year. You know, usually we start kind of mellowing out in February. That is definitely not the case this year. Let's talk about wind chill, because as early as Monday morning, as you're getting up, you're going to notice that wind. It's not going to be super strong or anything like that, but it's going to be just enough to where it is going to feel fairly unpleasant. Winds coming down through Lake Pend Oreille into the Coeur d'Alene area, and then down the Okanagan through Omak as well. And so that is where we're going to have the coldest early temperatures and where we're going to see wind chills approaching that sub-zero section. Now, let's fast forward again to Tuesday morning, because that is going to be the morning that feels the coldest and the one you'll have to dress the warmest for, because not only will it be very cold, but then you have the wind chill that's going to be on top of it as that cold air continues to rush march into our region. We'll take a look around the entire inland Northwest at some areas that may not end up being as cold as this over the next few days, and what you can expect, or how long rather, you can expect this cold to last coming up.
All right, Matt, we'll check back in just a bit. Today is the 115th anniversary of the Boy Scouts of America. The organization announced they're also rebranding from Boy Scouts to Scouting America. The Boy Scouts said that the rebranding is a part of its ongoing efforts to welcome every youth and family in the U.S. to experience the benefits of scouting. The decision came several years after the group began welcoming girls into Cub Scouting and Scouts BSA programs. In New Orleans, TSA is adding extra airport staff for travel safety after the Super Bowl. The Louis Armstrong New Orleans International Airport anticipates a record-breaking number of travelers on Monday. They're also adding 100 more officers and 65 additional K-9 teams to assist with operations. The specialized K-9 units will help detect explosives and help other law enforcement teams working to keep the airport and the city safe. TSA has also installed nearly a dozen automated security screening lanes to help reduce wait times. Already this week, law enforcement in New Orleans have been coordinating efforts with the Department of Homeland Security and ATF to stave off incidents like the deadly New Year's Day attack. At least 700 federal agents have been tasked with protecting the most prominent of attendees, including President Donald Trump and former First Lady Jill Biden. Still to come here tonight, we're giving you a bird's eye view of a historic town off the beaten path in Idaho's Silver Valley. We'll soar above the town of Wallace. Don't go anywhere.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
If you like options, you'll love my $5 all-day big deal meal. Choose from 4 delicious entrees and 5 tasty sides with a drink. Oh, and nobody else includes breakfast items all day. Just this guy. At Jack, every bite's a big deal.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
When bad allergies attack, trust Claritin to keep you in the game. Nothing has proven more powerful for continuous non-drowsy allergy relief. Live Claritin Clear.
BECU isn't like other financial institutions, and the difference is people. Because we're not for profit, there's no boardroom of billionaires maximizing their margins. Our biggest stakeholders are people like you. It's our members who make money meaningful, so we focus on helping them thrive. It's the art student bringing beauty to his community that makes a college loan matter. It's the mother building her family's foundation that makes a mortgage matter. And at BECU, it's helping people that matters. BECU, we're here to help.
What are rising egg prices doing to your breakfast? From your favorite local diner to grocery store shelves. See the impact a national egg shortage is having here at home. Monday, only on Good Morning Northwest.
This is the Ergo Smart Base from Tempur-Pedic, and it responds to snoring, so you don't have to. So no more nudging your partner or sleeping on the other side of the house, because the Tempur Ergo Smart Base actually detects snoring, then automatically adjusts to help reduce it all night, every night.
And for a limited time, save up to $500 on select adjustable mattress sets and get a $300 gift. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
So, how's college?
Well, I've been researching diseases impacting wheat,
Sustainable infrastructure.
building and leading a skilled team.
You? Leading a team?
So right now we're sort of just focusing on the tensile strength of advanced polymers while under variable loads. Here, hand me those toothpicks.
To make sure we have food to eat, our businesses in Idaho stay competitive worldwide.
Our bridges stand the test of time. Wow, glad we've got you on the job.
Tough loss, Coach. Any words?
They just played a much better game.
Did you say munch?
Sounds like someone's craving my new crispy boneless wings.
Jack, what did you think of today's loss?
Embarrassing. Try my new crispy boneless wings and so much more.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
4 News Now is brought to you by Horizon Credit Union, proud sponsor of the Extreme Team.
What if you could live in the same place you drop your kids off for childcare? That's what a new development in Northeast Spokane is trying to make a reality for working parents. A mixed-use development aims to bring a workforce housing opportunity and non-traditional childcare facility into one building. Northeast Spokane does not have a child care facility open during the evenings or the weekends, so this facility would change that. But because child care facilities are expensive to build, the project leads are considering asking for state funding. So what could that money do?
And that means that when the provider comes in to offer the child care, they'll be able to keep tuition low. They'll be able to braid in state funding, and we'll be able to keep the lease low so that they can have enough staff to fully support the students.
The Northeast Community Center says 60% of the jobs in Northeast Spokane are in the service sector. Some companies like Jubilant Hollister are hiring hundreds of new workers, which makes a housing option like this pretty appealing. The hope is to break ground on the project later this year. There were 42 deaths related to drug overdoses in Kootenai County in 2024, but a task force within the Coeur d'Alene Police Department is working to bring that number down. The task force helps respond to overdose calls, train first responders, investigate opioid trafficking, and educate nonprofits, health districts, and schools about resources for drug addiction. Treatment facilities in Coeur d'Alene say education is especially important.
People understand that treatment is available, that Narcan is available, that, having those things and utilizing the resources that are there is going to be really important as a community to fight the opioid crisis that we're seeing.
The task force has been around for a little more than a year now, and addiction treatment centers like Ideal Option say it's helping combat the opioid epidemic. Stick with us. We'll be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Stay ahead of your child's moderate to severe eczema with Dupixent as they welcome the feeling of touch with clear skin and less itch. The #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists helps heal their skin from within. Severe allergic reactions can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain, vision changes, or blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma or other medicines without talking to your doctor. Ask your child's doctor about Dupixent.
Marcus T asks, I'm a competitive gamer. With Xfinity, can I get fast internet with less lag?
We hear you, Marcus, because we're gamers too.
That's why we designed Xfinity internet with faster upload and download speeds, increased bandwidth, and ultra-low lag, so you can secure the win.
Too bad I still beat you yesterday.
Man, you won by like 1 point.
I often give to charity. Don't let it go to your head.
Get fast, reliable Xfinity gig internet for just $25 a month when you add unlimited mobile. Plus, get your choice of a free 5G phone. Switch today.
Colorado means a lot of things to a lot of people, but to us, it's home, where we've been crafting mattresses with unrivaled quality for well over 30 years. And in that time, we've never lost sight of the belief that everyone deserves a great night's sleep, which is why we're proud to introduce the budget-friendly Colorado mattress with the support of over 600 individually wrapped coils and made in the USA at our very own factory. The Colorado's the perfect combination of comfort and value. The Colorado mattress, only at Denver Mattress.
Individuals, couples, and families, you could get a refund of up to $1,290 back on taxes paid last year, as well as refunds for 2023 and 2022. Learn more at workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
What are rising egg prices doing to your breakfast? From your favorite local diner to grocery store shelves. See the impact a national egg shortage is having here at home. Monday, only on Good Morning Northwest.
Looking for a new ride?
The George Gee Kia team has been helping people find theirs since 1983.
George Gee is built on exceeding your expectations, always offering you the lowest price and treating you like family.
That's right. We are locally owned and operated, and we're here to make sure your experience is exceptional.
Come meet our team at George Gee Kia Spokane. You will see the difference.
Come see us off I-90 in Liberty Lake or shop SpokaneKia.com.
4 News Now is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic.
Welcome back. This year, National Pizza Day just happens to fall on what could be the most logistical day of the year, Super Bowl Sunday. Pizzerias all over the country are gearing up for an influx of orders for the big game come Sunday. Americans are expected to order more than 12 million pies for the Super Bowl. Wow. Now, Matt, what's your go-to pizza? Because I'm a deep dish kind of guy, which I think I'm the minority in that opinion.
No. The people are not going to like this.
Oh, boy.
The people are not going to like this. I'm one of those pineapple people.
You know what? I can respect. I think it's fine. Like, I don't see an issue with
the
it.
pepperoni, you've got the spiciness of the pepperoni.
Yeah.
You've got the sweetness there. It all comes together.
There's a blend.
It's not for everyone. It's not for everyone. I don't really think about pizza though with the Super Bowl. I think about chicken wings.
Yeah, exactly.
I think about chicken wings and I think about dip.
We just became best friends. How about that? It took 2.5 years.
Come on. Oh, wow.
I'm kidding.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm out of here. See you, Jordan.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Let's talk about your forecast where, boy, hopefully you're friends with everyone that you work with or, you're in your house because you're going to be spending a lot of time indoors this week with the cold weather on the way. We saw some snow again today. It helped slicken up the road, so be careful out there in the morning. But things are quiet on the radar right now. What it did do in Spokane is now made February the snowiest month of this winter. So, hey, we're like the cell phone bars. We just keep going up and up and up. I think that barring something crazy in March, this is probably where things kind of peak here. And we got a chance to add more snow later on this month. In fact, later on in the 7-day forecast. Now, the cold weather holds out for one more day. So, maybe if you've got a kind of maybe a drafty door, a drafty window that you've just kind of been putting off for a while, like, I don't know, maybe like your local meteorologist has been putting things off like that. Maybe it's a good time to take a little bit of time, try and patch that up here while the weather is good, because as we get into Monday, the winds start to pick up and the cold air starts to roll in. Not a bad end, though, to your weekend, especially with a little sunshine and upper 20s in the afternoon. Here, though, is the issue. As we head into Monday morning, temperatures now getting down close to single digits in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. We're definitely there further north, even down in places like St. Mary's. We start to see that cold air work its way in. And as the winds continue to blow from the north to the south throughout the day, we'll continue to see temperatures just kind of feeling pretty chilly. So here is the wind chill factor for Monday. Here are the temperatures. And so in the morning, we've really got to dress much warmer than we have on our previous kind of cold days where the air has been fairly still. After all, even though we'll be in the mid-20s, it's still going to feel not all that pleasant as we get into the afternoon. And then the bottom drops out here on Tuesday. A high of, not a high, thank goodness, not a high. Oh my gosh. A low of 3 in Spokane, a low of 1 in Coeur d'Alene. We've got zeros in St. Mary's, Kellogg, Sandpoint, sub-zero along the northern tier, even getting down into single digits as far south as Moses Lake and Ritzville. So that Arctic air is going to make a big push. It's like every day when we look at our computer data, I've had to adjust those forecast numbers down further and down a little bit further and down a little bit further. Hopefully I could stop doing that when we update the forecast tomorrow. I really don't want to think about having to adjust these down anymore, because 3 degrees Tuesday morning and 2 degrees Wednesday morning, I think that is more than enough. We've had more than enough very cold Arctic air outbreaks the last couple of years. I think we can stand for this one to be slightly warmer than what we saw in early 24 and in early 23. By Valentine's Day, we're warming up again, but then it's time for, you guessed it, Jordan, more snow. So this wintry pattern continues for a little while.
Can we just fast forward to spring, Matt? Oh my gosh. Well, thanks for that. Well, hey, adventures in the Northwest usually mean going off the beaten path. In Idaho's Silver Valley, it can mean taking exit 61 off of I-90. In this week's Airport Adventure, we're giving you a bird's eye view of the historic town of Wallace.
Well, we're in Wallace, Idaho. We're about 60 miles east of Washington. A great place. I mean, it's so beautiful. You look around here. We're right here in the middle of the Bitterroot Mountains, at the bottom of these canyons and valleys. All kinds of outdoor recreation. It's really unparalleled. 2 ski resorts are 15 minutes away from here. It's a lot to see and do in Wallace. World-class attractions, but a small-town charm. Wallace, I mean, there's all these magnificent old homes and grand old buildings. The entire city's on the National Register of Historic Places, so there's this fantastic architecture. There's also 4 museums in town. The whole town burnt down in 1890, and then they rebuilt it within 2 years, and they rebuilt it, for brick. And that core downtown survived the largest wildland fire in U.S. history, the Big Burn of 1910. I mean, this is mining country. These people are very proud of their roots. This used to be the site of the Union Pacific Depot. And when the freeway came in, this was converted to a welcome center. We have this 4-acre park. You can see all this mining equipment. This is a joint venture between the Chamber, the city, and the Mine Heritage exhibition. And so there's some great old equipment here. Each one of these has different storyboards that explain everything that's done. So we're on the west end of town. It is a mile. It's only 1 mile for all of Wallace. So you can walk the entire town. Plus, I mean, just take a look around. It's gorgeous. It's so beautiful.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Life's better when your dreams are protected under our roof.
Good to see everything's okay in here.
I like your shield.
I like yours too.
American Family Insurance.
Nothing. Nada.
If you've been injured in a car or truck accident, you don't pay the advocates anything unless we win.
Zilch. Diddly squat.
Donnie, I think they get it. You can stop now.
Great. I was beginning to run out of words.
I'm in pursuit. He's never gonna make it.
Life's better when you're under our roof.
Go after it, Red Wing. I'll catch up.
Because we help protect your dreams.
Good to see everything's okay in here.
I like your shield.
I like yours too. Hold down the fort, little man.
Bye, Cap.
American Family Insurance. And see Captain America: Brave New World.
This President's Day, we're celebrating big savings at More Furniture in Spokane. It's the perfect opportunity to transform your home at prices that even Washington would approve. You'll find incredible deals in every department in our showroom. Elegant beds fit for a president, leather recliners for relaxing in style, and statement dining sets perfect for your next cabinet meeting. All in stock and ready for immediate delivery to your home. Don't miss these historic savings. Visit More Furniture at 1201 North Division in Spokane today.
If you have to ask why it's important to start your day early, here's your answer.
Because early is easy with a medium iced coffee, caramel or classic, for just $2.29.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Not the best sound to start your day with, is it? Your next decision should be to call Precision. Our professionally trained technicians are here to provide you with award-winning service every time. Our trucks are rolling warehouses, so we can get you back up and running fast. Need a new door? We do that too. And right now, get a new garage door, Wi-Fi opener, and remote combo installed for as low as $34 per month and up to $500 in cashback savings. Call or book online today.
Life's better when your dreams are protected under our roof.
Good to see everything's okay in here.
I like your shield.
I like yours too.
Bye, Cap.
American Family Insurance.
Well, we had to show it again. 7-day forecast. It's going to be cold.
Looks good. Fun almost.
You know, it depends on your perspective. Something you said earlier, Jordan, actually had me thinking. So would you rather have it be super crazy at the start of the winter and then kind of be easy until spring comes, or
1,000%.
like we've had this year where it was nothing and then now this month it's everything?
Well, no, because it's like it's already dark and cold already, but like if you just get the winter weather out of the way early, it feels like that's like way better down the line. I don't know, maybe that's just me.
I think the later sunset makes it like it's like checks and balances kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Balances out.
That's fair.
All right, we got it. We'll see you tomorrow.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea?